This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, I hope you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see.
Fine. So, like you said, you have idea about infrastructure, platform, and software as a services. So, can you please help me to understand about what is IaaS, like the infrastructure as a services?
Infrastructure as a service, like it is one of the Azure service where actually Azure provides you like uh like the basic things related to the infrastructure, and
Mm-hmm.
rest of the soft for example like memory, I believe memory and the platform and all those
Hmm.
like Azure will provide, and rest of all like a company has to take care, means client has to take care. It will means Azure will only provide the infrastructure to the client.
Okay, and take care by the client or take care by the engineers.
Yeah, rest of the softwares
Hmm.
and all of those will be taken care by the client.
Okay, okay. Okay, fine, no problem. So I'm going to start from the very basic to understand about the gap between infra, platform, and software as a
Okay.
services, because it's a base, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, because our responsibility to learn each and every services based on AG104, like as per the content, we are
Mm-hmm.
responsible to understand about the compute services that help you to manage virtual machine, hosting website, and taking care the database services in virtual machine like SQL, Oracle, and Cosmos DB. And it gives us a option to manage the storage services, Active Directory services, networking, VPN, and monitoring and backup and restore services. So basically in AG104, it is categorized in five different module. You can say that.
Okay.
One is for admin as Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, on-premises Active Directory. Second is related to the storage part. Third, compute. Fourth, networking. And fifth, monitoring and backup and restore.
Okay.
Right? So five different module we need to cover in AG104. But before that, you should able to segregate the services based on infrastructure, platform, and software as a
Okay.
services.
Okay.
Right? So we can start from core services of cloud. I'm not talking about only the Azure because these services are applicable for all types of cloud provider. Like you know that a number of cloud providers are available. Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Alibaba Cloud. These all are the core public cloud providers. So every cloud providers can use the term of infrastructure as a service. Second, platform as a services, and last one is software as a services.
Oh, so does
So
this
we should
these concepts are just not only limited to the Azure. So every cloud provider
know
has this three. Okay.
e- exactly. So think like think
Mm.
about like we are using laptop or desktop, right? We are
Yeah.
using laptop or desktop. So I don't think the laptop and desktop. So in layman term, you can say that the laptop is the combination of multiple components: keyboard, touchpad, screen, webcam, speaker, mic, motherboard, RAM, hard disk. These all are the component of these all are the component of laptop or component of our desktop.
Okay.
Is that correct? As it
Yeah.
is, the cloud can contain the services based on IaaS, based on PaaS, based on SaaS services. Our responsibility, we should know about the gap between IAS, PAS, and SAS. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So, our responsibility to segregate the services. that will help you in case of implementation. Whenever you try to implement the services over a portal, you can easily understand, yes, this is the service of IAS, this is the service of PAAS, this is the service of
Okay.
SAS.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
So IAS service is also considered as a manageable service,
Okay.
right? The all services which are a part of IAS considered as a manageable service. The meaning of manageable services, those services we are able to manage by self. It means that 75% services, yes, 75% tasks
Mm-hmm.
managed by user, right? Managed by you or me, like as we are a customer, we are users, and 25% task managed by provider.
Okay.
25% provider can manage.
Okay.
Now question, what is meaning of 75% task and 25% task? So over a portal, you will get lots of services. Up to more than 1,000 services are available. Virtual machine, storage, okay, networking, and DB, databases.
Okay.
These services are considered as a IaaS. How we can prove that? Let's take an example. Like whenever we purchase laptop, desktop, or virtual machine, you must need to decide the configuration. What is
Uh,
configuration?
Configuration means like like what memory it has, like what's the frequency, what like everything related to the
Right.
hardware.
Like it's mandatory to decide. Like I decided 4 gig of RAM, right?
Yeah.
While purchasing any machine, I decided 4 gig of RAM and 100 gig of HDD hard disk drive, okay,
Hmm.
and 4 core of CPU. This is the configuration that I decided while purchasing our virtual machine. Everything is okay. After 10 days, I realized like, no, 4 gig is not enough for my services that I'm using. Or I wanted to increase my hard disk size. I wanted to increase my CPU cores. So in this situation, you are responsible to take care each and every part. Means you can change the capacity of RAM by self. You can change the capacity of hard disk by self anytime. You have to follow the steps to increase the hardware configuration. Is that clear?
So, like increasing the memory and all that will be taken care by user, not the
Yeah.
provider.
No, no. Provider can give you steps. You need to follow.
Okay. Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. As it is in case of storage. For example, you purchase 100 TB of storage. Okay. And after
Mm-hmm.
6 months, you realize you have to change the capacity of 100 TB to 150 TB without impacting our existing data.
Okay.
So again, you have to reset the size. You have to resize your storage by self. Clear?
Yeah.
Means 75% task performed by us and only 25% task performed by the provider.
Provider.
This is about the infrastructure as a services. Means over a portal, over a Azure portal, whenever you want to provide, whenever you want to purchase any kind of services, you have to go through the steps, like how many steps you need to provide and how many steps provided by the cloud service provider.
Okay.
According to that, you have option to decide, yes, this is infra, this is pass.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes. So, like virtual machine, storage, networking, and DB comes under infrastructure as a service.
These all are the example, but once
Okay.
you start working with Azure
Mhm.
services, You are responsible to identify the service type,
Okay.
right? So
Oh,
I'm just giving you four different example, but once you start your journey with Microsoft Azure AG104, you will get lots of services related to the infrastructure. So
okay.
your responsibility to identify to prove that this is the type of manageable services.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So can we move to PaaS services?
Yeah, sure.
PaaS services, as per the name suggests, you can say that it is opposite of our infrastructure as a services. It means that you can say that unmanageable service,
Okay.
right? So those services are unmanageable. The meaning of unmanageable, 75% task managed by provider. Yes, 75% task managed by provider, and only 25% task managed by us.
Okay.
User can manage. Simple.
Yes.
Now, question again. A number of examples are available related to the unmanageable services like that. The best example to understand about the PaaS services, Azure Web App. Okay.
Okay.
First service, Azure Web App. Second service, Azure AD. Now it become Microsoft Intra Admin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, load balancer is also. Load balancer is also a type of PaaS services. Now
So
let's
this
talk about.
MS intra admin and MS intra ID, is it same or it's a different concept? Uh,
Actually, sorry. MS Intra Admin is the URL, and that it will open the Intra ID wizard.
okay.
Simple.
Okay.
Got it what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
you want to open the page of Microsoft Intra ID, you should execute the URL. You should copy and paste the URL ms microsoft.intra.admin. It will redirect you on the page of Microsoft Intra ID.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, and load balancer. So now let's talk about the gap. Let's the difference between these services like manageable and unmanageable services. The meaning of unmanageable service, 75% task managed by the provider. Okay, one more question. I hope you have idea about the web hosting.
Web hosting, like not like too detailed, but yeah, I do know like we have a domain and that way we host a website.
Great. So, like you know about how to host the website. Like I'm planning to start my e-commerce business, right? So, so,
Right.
so you know that I need to coordinate with someone like GoDaddy, Hostinger, Bluehost to buy the domain first. Firstly, I need
Yes.
to purchase domain,
Yeah.
then discuss about the backend server to host my website. I think is that correct?
Yes.
I need to access the control panel, cPanel, and upload my personal data and everything taken care by the provider.
Right.
Okay, so but I don't want to go with GoDaddy.com. So do we have any other option to host my website?
Mm,
I wanted to use my own setup. Like I have already purchased high configuration based machine, so I don't want to go with GoDaddy. I wanted to utilize my own setup. So how we can host our website by self?
like we like over the cloud, like the cloud provider will give you
No, I
the
don't know about the
website.
cloud. I wanted to set up my own.
Okay. I don't know about the website. Like the other way is like to create the application maybe.
Mhm. Okay, so let me help you to understand about the hosting of website by self. Like you have a high configuration based machine and you wanted to host your website by self. That time, if you want to go with Windows operating system, right? Then
Right.
you need to install IIS, Internet Information Services, correct?
Okay.
If you want to
IIS.
host IIS, Internet
Mm-hmm.
Information Services that help you to host your website, that give you the platform to host your own website. Second,
Okay.
Apache. If you are using Linux machine, right, you want to use the Red Hat machine to host the website, then the Apache service can help you.
Okay.
Clear? So,
Yeah.
but in this case, in these two services, in terms of these two, using these two services, our responsibility, we need to take care each and everything. Your responsibility to configure IAS or Apache service, then buy the public IP address, then configure public IP address, add your domain, manage security, manage backup, manage failover, every task you need to perform.
Okay.
Clear? But
Yeah.
if you want to go with PaaS services, so,
Hmm.
as discussed, it's a type of unmanageable service. Unmanageable service means we are not responsible to manage these types of activity, these types of tasks.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
Means our responsibility, we just need to purchase the package.
Okay.
Package means you have to decide the hardware, that's it. You need to
Okay.
discuss with Azure. They give us a list of package like you are trying to host your website using Windows or Linux. Please
Mm-hmm.
select the package, create your platform, upload your data, and access your website from anywhere within 10 minutes.
Okay.
If you proceed with manageable services, you are responsible to manage each and every steps by self. And it will
Okay.
take up to 3 to 4 hours to set up your website. Clear?
Yes.
This
Got
is
it.
PaaS services.
Hmm.
Second example, like to understand about the gap between infrastructure and platform as a services. So you can say that the manageable service, like it is also considered as a, for the example, you can consider it as a pizza as a services. Like we have a two different way to, like as a, to get a pizza, like you can create, you can cook your pizza, or you can dough your pizza by self, and in this case it is considered as a IAS. If you want to make pizza at home, you need to follow lots of steps, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
You are responsible to perform all the tasks, which is considered as a IAS. But
IAS.
but in case of, if you want to make your own pizza, you have right to decide what means types of material you want to involve, you want to use to make your pizza, the quantity, the types of material that you are trying to that you want to use, you are free to use it. Is that correct?
Yes.
But in case of PaaS services, you just open the mobile application, select the type or flavor of pizza, and decide the budget, and just order it.
Yeah.
Within 30 minutes or maybe within 20 minutes, you will get your pizza. But in case of you are trying to make your own pizza, maybe it will take time.
Yeah.
Correct? So
Correct.
over a Azure portal, not only the Azure, over a cloud portal, we have a multiple services that we can consider as a PaaS services.
Okay.
Not only the Azure Web App, not only the Azure AD or Microsoft Intra ID, not only the load balancers. Once you start your journey with cloud, you can identify by self. But you
Okay.
should know about, you need to keep in mind, like I'm going to set up this environment, let me identify this is the type of PaaS, this is the type of IaaS service. Is that
Hmm.
clear?
Yeah.
Any question about the infra and PaaS services, please?
No, I'm good with IAS and PAS.
Great. Why it is important? Because you are owner of your portal, so you should know about. If anyone asks you like
Hmm.
the service that you implemented, can you please confirm it's a type of which it's a type of IAAS or PAS services? So as a owner, it's our responsibility. We need to define as per
Right.
the steps that we used, right?
Yes.
Sometime organizations, sometime IT industry or IT company can send you the JD like job description. So they just mention candidates should know or should know about the Azure SaaS services, Azure PaaS services. So you should know
Okay.
about what are the services we need to cover in case of IAAS, correct? And
Right.
what are the responsibility according to the job description. Then
Yeah.
okay, now let's talk about the SaaS. So SaaS is a basically software as a services. You can consider it the combination of both, or you can say that it's a totally different from IAS and PAS. So we have a multiple example to understand about the concept of SaaS services. The SaaS services where we no need to use any kind of hardware, where we no need to use any kind of resources to establish our services. I'm talking about, let's take an example like as a Microsoft mailing services. So in case of Microsoft mailing services, I hope you have idea about Office 365. Now it become Microsoft 365. Do you know
Yes.
about Microsoft 365?
Yeah. So it has
What
all
are
the
the tasks?
Microsoft Office products, right?
Hmm.
Like Word, Excel, and there are many
Okay,
Outlook.
okay, okay. Just wanted to add few things like the Microsoft 365 services is not only the applicable to distribute or serve the services for the Office package.
Okay.
It is not applicable to give the access of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and other component of a Office package. No, it is responsible to give you a platform where we can design our own email ID.
Okay.
The email services categorized in two different parts. One is public and another is private email services. Right?
Okay.
Public services, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook. Right?
Yeah.
These platforms are considered as a public email service provider. Why it is
Okay.
public? You are trying to create your email ID over a Gmail. I think we are able to do that, right?
Yes.
I'm going to create my own email ID over a Gmail. My email ID is abc at gmail.com. Is that
So
correct?
it's a public.
Anyone can create
Yeah.
abc at yahoomail.com. Anyone can create. But
Yeah.
are you able to create your email ID associated with ibm.com? Is it possible? Are you able to create your email ID associated with hcl.com? Is it
No,
possible?
unless I'm an employee of that organization, I can't. Like,
It means that the member of organization can design or create your email ID and hand over to you if you are the part of the organization.
yeah, then they will assign me the one email ID, right?
One email
Based
ID.
on
It
my,
means that the email services provided by one of employee of
yeah,
HCL of
yeah,
IBM.
yeah.
Great. So the Microsoft 365 portal can also give a platform to create your own email address.
Okay.
And you have to pay the amount for every account,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Now, let's talk more about it. If we talk about the email services in year of 2010, in year of 2008 or 2005 or 2000, even till 2015, each and every organization need to set up their own server for email transaction, for email messaging. Got it? And they need to hire up to 3 to 4 different engineers who take care the email server, which is considered as a exchange server.
Okay.
And lots of issues. Yes, I have already worked to manage the exchange server in year of 2014 for CMS IT services. So
Okay.
like I faced lots of issues related to the email. Sometimes I'm unable to resolve the issues that the user able to send email but user unable to receive email. Lots of issues in case of on premises.
So is it would be like an application which they use or
Yes, yeah,
provided by
it, it,
Microsoft? Okay.
it it's a
Yeah.
software. It's a software that you need to install on server computer.
Okay.
And by using the Exchange software, you can manage your email services.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, now, but nowadays we are able, one more point. In case of establishing, if you want to set up your own on-premises Exchange server, required up to 2 to 3 days to establish our Exchange server on-premises. Lots
Oh,
of prerequisite. Lots of prerequisite. First, you need to
okay.
identify the hardware. Second, need to set up your domain controller. Third, transfer the roles from domain controller to second server. And then install the exchange, purchase the license. Lots of services are required to set up your on-premises exchange. Mhm.
Okay.
Nowadays, within 10 minutes, you can set up your email ID and you can access it from worldwide. Easy to troubleshoot, easy to implement, easy to create new email ID using Microsoft 365 portal. Clear?
I see. Okay.
Another example of SaaS services, all types of OTT platform, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, G5. So these all are the example of SaaS services.
Okay. OTT platforms.
Yes, these all are the type of SaaS services. Clear?
Yeah.
I hope you good with the IAS, PAS, and SAS, the concept of these three different services. Any question?
Uh, l- the way like we have explained the IAS and PAS, like 75% the users manage for infrastructure as a service and 25% provider would manage. So when
Hmm.
it comes to software as a service, so like everything is managed by provider.
No, 50-50%. You can consider it
Okay.
50% managed by the user, the entire steps managed by user, and the entire backend activity managed by provider.
Okay. So like the same way like the provider will give us the steps and like the user has to follow for the 50%.
Yeah,
Uh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
clear.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move ourselves to the next step. If everything is okay, can we proceed for next step?
Yes. Yes. Sure.
Okay. So, do you have idea about subscription of Azure?
Subscription. Yes. Like creating an account in Azure, then they give us like I know about the free subscription. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, which they give some of I don't know the number exactly, but that like that many services which we can use like on the free subscription, like creating the VM, virtual machine, and etc.
Importance of subscription. Why we need to buy any subscription?
To access the Azure services, we need the subscription. It's like an account creation.
Hmm. Okay, and I think without subscription we are unable to
access.
perform any task, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because we will not have access to use any of the service, right, which is in the portal.
So how many types of subscriptions are available?
How many types? I think types of subscriptions I can't recall. Like
Okay,
free,
okay,
free
no
and
problem.
premium. Are there two premium subscription? I forgot. Yeah.
Mhm. So in case of Azure subscription, not only the Azure, each and every cloud provider can give us access of services with the help of free trial subscription, right?
Right.
So
Good point.
Azure can also provide a option to purchase the services with the help of multiple different types of subscription. So Azure can give us access of services by using free trial. Second is pay as
Oh, pay as
you
you go. Yeah.
go, right?
Right.
And the third one is
Pay as you
MSDN
go.
subscription.
MSDN.
MSDN.
Okay.
Free trial. In case of free trial, Azure will give you $200, right?
Right.
For 30 days. $200 for 30 days.
What is it?
And in pay as you go, as per the name suggests, pay as per
Like based on the
usage.
consumption of services, it will charge
Mhm.
us.
Correct, correct, correct. And the last one is MSDN. So MSDN is categorized into two different part. You can say that the first of all, it is applicable for MCT, right?
Let's see.
Microsoft Certified Trainer. This is applicable
Okay.
for MCT, and it will provide us $100 per month,
Okay.
right? And second, it can also give us a access of services, like it is applicable for organization as well.
Okay.
If you have a good relation with Microsoft, then they give us a access of MSDN subscription, and they give us a large amount, like as up to 20K dollar, right? Or 25K dollar for
Mm-hmm.
month, for year,
Okay. Okay.
right? They give us these amount to test the services,
Okay.
because I actually my company started Azure services, not company, because we are MSP environment. So
Mm-hmm.
we are responsible to take care of our US UK clients. So our client is started Microsoft services in year of 2019 and 2022, right? So that time every
Mm-hmm.
client are using the MSDN subscription.
Okay.
But after completing the validity of MSDN, like as a they consume the entire amount and they consume the validity of MSDN, then we have to buy the license for them.
Okay.
Got it what I'm saying? Like you are owner of your company, you are owner of your organization, and
Hmm.
Azure can give you $25,000 for entire year. It's
Yeah.
a huge amount to test the services. So
Right.
what they did, they established their servers, they established web hosting, application, database, all the services they established over a portal, right?
Right.
For the cost cutting, you know that if you have a $25,000, so you can utilize it. No need to use your on-premises resources, because in case of on-premises, you have to pay the amount immediately, right?
Right.
To save some money for company, they established entire services, and this is the marketing strategy by cloud provider.
Okay.
Now I'm giving $25,000, but after that I'll take the money from our clients.
Right.
Definitely, you have to pay the amount on every month as per the bill, as per the usage.
So
So
basically, it's promoting their service, right? Like once a company starts liking the using those platforms,
exactly, yes.
yeah.
So now, so what our responsibility, as we know that we are taking care of the services using MSDN, so definitely it is a limited valid. It is applicable for the limited validity. The MSDN may be end in 1 year, maybe in 2 year, maybe in 6 months, but after that you are responsible to transfer all the services from MSDN to pay as you go. So you should know
Okay.
about the migration. You
Right.
must need to know about how to migrate the services from MSDN
MSDN
account
to pay as you
to
go.
pay as you go account. Clear? So these all are
Right.
the subscription type that you are able to that you can use to your that you can use to manage your day-to-day task.
So this
Clear?
migration, like user, I mean, client has to take care, or like the provider can also take care the migration.
No, we are
Um,
responsible to manage
we
it
are
because we
responsible.
are owner, so we can decide which types of
Right.
license you want to purchase, which types of subscription you want to purchase, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like we need to decide the location and all.
Okay.
All good about the subscriptions.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so what about MCT?
This is something we said at Microsoft Trainer.
Yeah,
Oh,
Microsoft Certified Trainer.
right.
So if you are MCT, then Azure will give you the complement.
Okay.
The MCT certificate is valid for 1 year, and every year you have to renew it, right? So entire year means in every month, Microsoft Azure will provide you $100 for testing purpose.
Okay.
Microsoft can give you the usage of Microsoft can give you $100 every month for to access your services.
Okay.
Clear?
So certified trainer, does it mean like doing the certification, or is there something else to be
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Microsoft?
It's a type of certificate.
Okay.
Like I'm using my MSDN account from 2019. So
Okay.
the subscription that I'm using, it's
Mm-hmm.
my MSDN subscription. So every month I'm getting 7,000 something rupees, $200 from Azure site.
I see.
Like one account, actually, I have a two different MSDN subscription. In one account, I have already consumed the entire amount, 9,200 rupees.
Right.
But in second subscription, just 5,000 rupees still remaining, and the account is active.
Active.
Your tenancy is disabled because you have already consumed the entire amount.
Okay.
But at I think 16th or 15th of every month, they again give you the $100 to access the services.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear. Yeah. So this so Microsoft certified this trainer, like it, like for like we are studying right now, like suppose AZ-104. So does that
Hmm.
also comes under this, like, uh, or
No,
it's a
to,
different certification?
it's a different certification because
Okay.
if you want to be a Microsoft certified trainer, The
Mm-hmm.
prerequisites are you must need to certified with AG104 or MCSA or Microsoft 365, any product. You should contain at
Okay.
least two certification before applying the MCT.
Okay.
Second, you have to select at least one sponsorship. One of training organization or any company must sponsor you for MCT, must present you for the MCT. Then you are
Okay.
able to get the certificate.
I see.
And you have to prove you that you have a minimum 3 years of experience as a trainer.
Okay.
Mhm.
Got it. So mostly companies like organizations use either the pay as you go service or MSDN service.
In the starting, if the
That's it.
company just started using Microsoft 365 services, then
Mhm.
100% they proceed with the MSDN account, because the MSDN is a type of complement provided by Microsoft Azure.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Clear?
Yes, I'm good till here.
Okay, great. So this is about the base of cloud technology. Just wanted to add one more point, which is really important for us. And after
Hmm.
that, we'll move our portal to understand about the services.
Okay.
I hope you aware, as you said, like you have idea about AG900, right? So I
Right.
hope you have idea about um, region and zone. Do you have idea about region and zone?
Yeah, Azure has the backup in every region,
Hmm, hmm.
and every region has two or more zones.
As per the usage, as per the customer, they establish multiple zone in single region, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's take an example. This is the entire globe, right?
Right.
Not only the Azure, not only the Azure, all types of cloud provider,
Okay.
right? All
Right.
types of cloud provider, they establish their own physical data center.
Yeah.
And these physical data centers are considered as a, like, these all are the zones.
Okay.
Entire world, they establish their own data center, right?
Right.
And let's take an example like as a, which are categorized in two different part. One is region. Region means like AP. Asia Pacific is a type of region. Okay.
Okay.
And in the region they establish multiple zone, like South India,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Like Japan,
Yeah.
like maybe they are working for Dubai location as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the Japan, South India, Dubai are considered as a zones,
Zone.
right?
So
And
this same is like availability zone, right?
availability zone, yes, correct.
Yeah.
The meaning of availability zone, you want to create your services in two different geographical location. We'll talk about in case of managing what we can say that failover. In part of failover, we'll discuss about it. But make
Okay.
sure we have a idea about the backend, how it work, how cloud service provider can perform the task,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
As it is, they establish a zone like USA. The USA or US is a type of region. US is a type of region. Fine.
Region.
And in the US, they establish Central US,
Mm-hmm.
West
West,
US,
yes.
right?
East. Yeah.
And East US. So these all are considered as a zones.
Okay.
And US is a type of region, and these all are the data center that established in the US region considered as a zones.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, why they divided in two different part, region and zone? Because we have a two different types of migration. We can migrate
Mm-hmm.
our services from one zone to another zone. Got it? And we can
Yeah.
also migrate the services from one region to another region.
Right.
So when you talk about the zone to zone, it means that you are migrating the services within the region,
Yeah. With the same region. Yeah.
with same region but different zone.
Right.
And in case of region migration, so it means that you establish your server in location of AP Asia Pacific. Now you are trying to migrate the server into the US region,
Yeah.
and for migration we have to pay the amount.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Right. Yeah.
Great. Now let's move ourselves to the portal, and over a portal, let me start from the some important services to
Mm-hmm.
set to start our journey with any cloud provider, Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, or Alibaba Cloud. You always start from the very basic. This is my portal, and in the portal, I am just going to click on the Journal tab. In the Journal tab, we are able to find all
All
resources,
resources.
marketplace, resource group,
Mm-hmm.
tags, and recent usage and subscriptions. These all are the common services that help us to manage the portal services, that help us to manage the services which are available on Azure portal. Clear?
Yeah.
As per the name suggests, all resources. What do you think about the all resources?
All resources will come under that section.
Correct. Let me help you to understand about the gap between
Say AWS. Okay.
the difference between Azure services to Azure services and Amazon Web Services. This
Okay.
is the panel. If I'm going to click on the all resources, it will give you the information about the services which are running in Central US, Japan East US, Canada Central, East US, like East Asia, right? We are able to find all the locations are able. We are able to manage all the location-based services on single wizard. Is that clear?
Mm. Yeah.
On the same page, we are able to access the all services that we created in Central US, Japan East, or Asia, any location. But if we
Right.
talk about the Amazon Web Services, you have to select the particular location and it will change. Like I wanted to see the
Okay.
services which are available in Mumbai, Asia Pacific. This wizard is dedicated to the Asia Pacific. This wizard is dedicated to the Mumbai location.
Okay. And in Azure, like in a single wizard, we can see like all the regions.
Exactly. It means that if I wanted to check how many virtual machines are running in location of Mumbai. So I need to
Mhm.
switch the entire portal. And
Okay.
once you are on the page of Mumbai location, you don't know about how many services are running in US location.
So we have to open different tabs like for different
Yeah,
locations.
yeah.
Okay.
Each and every tab you need to open according to the location, according to the services that you implemented, which is really
Okay.
difficult. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
But over a Azure portal, the all resources, as per the name suggests, it will give you the information about the number of resources that you purchased, no
Okay.
matter the location. Clear?
Yeah, and we can also filter, right? Like as per the location.
Yep,
Seems.
we can
Yeah.
also filter
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Next, about another service. So, in the general tab, again back to the general tab, the one of important point, marketplace, right? So, marketplace, you can see that. Okay. So marketplace, as per the name suggests, it's a type of just like a Play Store you can consider, just like as
Yeah.
the App Store that
App
you are
Store.
using your in your mobile phone, right?
Yeah.
So it will give you A to Z services. Do you want to purchase SQL Server? You just need to type SQL database. It will give you the list of SQL servers.
Yeah.
Clear? You want to purchase any operating system like Windows 10 or 11. You just need to type it and it will give you the access of same operating systems.
Yeah.
So marketplace is a place where we can purchase any kind of services.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Great. And now one of important point we should know about the resource group. What is resource group?
Resource group, it's like in each region we can have different resource. Like what, like whenever we create any resource, it has to be under one resource group.
Mandatory, right?
Like it's a group of resources. Yeah. It is
Group of
mandatory.
services. Group of
Yeah.
services, group of resources.
Yeah.
Uh, correct, correct. So basically, it help us to manage our portal. It help us to manage our portal. Azure Resource Group. So in case of Azure Resource Group, our responsibility, we should know about the gap between these resources. Like as you are taking care all the services with the help of single portal. This is our Azure portal, right? And
Right.
you are the owner of this particular portal. As the owner, you are responsible to manage the services for IBM. You are
Mhm.
responsible to manage the services for HCL, and you are taking care of the services of Dell as well. Mhm.
Okay.
Right? You are
Right.
you are providing outsourcing. You are just a outsourcing company. So
Okay.
you created three different resource group with different name for different organization.
Yeah.
IBM client requested you, can you please provide me two high configuration based server?
Hmm.
HCL requested, please provide me 150 TB of storage. And Dell requested you, please allow me 100 TB of DB databases.
Hmm.
Clear? So
Right.
it's a easy to understand and segregate the services.
Right.
You can consider it's a logical container.
Yeah.
The resource group is a logical container that contain services. Azure services.
Services.
Correct. Is that fine?
Yes.
Our responsibility whenever you set up any kind of service, no matter the location, whenever we set up any kind of services, our responsibility, first of all, we need to understand about the concept of resource group. We need to create resource group, then purchase the service and put it into the
Resource group.
RG resource group. Clear?
Yes.
So this is the basic content that this is the base of our what we can say that the cloud computing, Azure AG 104. This is our agenda and our responsibility to manage all the services. One, two, three, four, five.
Okay.
Five different modules we need to cover in case of Azure Administrator, right?
Okay. Right.
One is Azure AD, second is manage storage, third is
Yes.
compute services, fourth is virtual
Virtual
networking,
networking.
and the last one is monitoring and maintain
Main-
Azure resources
More
that cover
resources.
the backup, monitoring, logs, alert, lots of services we'll learn in our last module. Is that fine?
Right.
This is our agenda of our upcoming session. So please go through the topics that we completed today and let me know if you have any single question related to the points that we discussed.
Sure. Yeah. I will do that.
Clear? Any question?
Uh, yeah, I think for today I'm good. Like, I will go through again with like the basic concepts of AZ900, and if I have any question, I will ask you.
Sure. So I'll share you the recording in next 1 hour, right? So you
Okay.
just need to download. I'll share you the link of recording. You just need to download and put it into your external hard drive or in your laptop, right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So I'll share the each and every class recording that you can collect your data, and not now, but after completing 5 to 6 different classes, I'll share you the document, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So you need to prepare yourself according to that.
So
Is that okay?
documented, is it like the notes?
Yeah, Microsoft document,
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
right? But you need to
Yes.
focus on practical because the document that
Right.
I have, the core
Mhm.
documents is more than 500 pages. It's really
Oh.
difficult to
Okay. Okay.
read
Yeah.
each and every pages. So you need to focus on the portal. Hmm.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Then
Yes.
it's okay for today.
Yeah, it's been almost like 11 months I have done this AZ 900, so it was a very good like uh, coverage of the basics today. Thank you. So
My pleasure.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Take care, and we'll connect in
Yeah.
next session.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye.